Hi, I'm Tiffany C. Hammer. I'm a certified crystal healer and coach, a purveyor of exquisite, ethically sourced minerals based out of Houston, and I'm here to offer you crystal suggestions to work with January's lunar cycle. I have some notes off to the side, so pardon me while I take a look as we go through this. What's interesting in January is that we start with the moon in Leo, and Leo represents, it rules the heart. It is a gregarious, charismatic, the more the merrier kind of sign. And it's really about heart-centered leadership. And with these themes opening 2021, it's really asking us to look at what does recovery and healing look like from 2020. Because I don't think any of us have really left 2020 completely unscathed. We've all had our own personal journeys, and whether or not they're tied into awareness that has been built on a collective consciousness level, we've all been affected by the amount of information and the types of information that we have been called to bear witness to. And many astrologers have said that 2021 won't feel entirely different from 2020 until about the end of February, as some outer planets finish up some aspects that can feel a little bumpy. So with this lunar cycle, I'm looking at energies that kind of straddle this duality between Aquarius and Leo, because Aquarius, as we have been talking about, or as you might have seen across social media, we have this Aquarius energy that is being called forward, even though we're not technically in the age of Aquarius yet. The age of Aquarius will technically start in 2160, 2165, when our planet actually enters that constellation. But like a sunrise, we start to see the colors of the Aquarian age start to percolate our paint into our consciousness now, as more and more people are waking up to the Aquarian idea of what is my service in the grand scheme of the collective. What I love about Aquarius is that they appreciate all the sorts of individual and unique perspectives that exist. They have space for all of them. They're all relevant and they all matter, and it can be our strength and our differences that Aquarius uses to construct a vision of the future that is more inclusive and more compassionate and equitable for everyone. Aquarius is the sign of looking above the trees, of gaining a higher perspective, of zooming out to see how it all fits together. And that balances with Leo as you sit here on Earth asking, how can I participate in the service for the collective? How do I fit into that bigger picture? What's my puzzle piece completing? And when this full moon on January 28th comes forward, it's the wolf moon. That's what the lunation and the full moon lunation looks like in January. It is asking us to think about as well, and if you think about wolves, they're either alpha or solitary or part of a pack. That's an independent choice based on whatever part of the journey you're in. So maybe the cries from your heart are asking you to hermit a little bit, to nurture and heal the experiences that you have coming out of 2020. Or maybe that's turning toward a more forward momentum of fitting into the bigger picture. So how can you strengthen your own heart so that it can guide you through the recovery of 2020 and turn yourself open, keeping the lights on and your heart expansive, to the unexpected year of change and revelation that 2021 might offer you? And as such, I picked crystals to kind of reflect those energies as well. So first off, I picked up golden sheen obsidian, because there's a part within each of us, our higher self, our soul identity self. There's a fraction of that entity, that spirit, that ether that is within all of us that is completely untouched, uncorrupted and uncorroded by the collective frenetic energies of what it means to live on earth during this time of your incarnation. There is a piece of you that is completely unbroken and also untouched by the spoils of growing pains and of compromise and whatever else that might be. Instead, that one filament within you is this golden light that golden sheen obsidian touches on. It reminds you that in the midst of all the darkness, there is light still born from that place, from that darkness. There is a wellspring of golden energy that can pour forth despite the darkness. Golden sheen obsidian is about excavating that light from the darkness so that it can shine, that it can recalibrate, that it can move and refocus your energy on that which is truly aligned within you and your spirit. It is one to help remember that even no matter how dark it might feel, there is always a light that can be carried forward. The other crystal that I recommend for January 2021 is citrine, and I have two different versions of it here. I have natural citrine, which is very much more translucent. You can also see some rainbows dancing in here, and then heat treated citrine. It can be your preference. What citrine represents is also, it's the stone of Leo energy, and it is this very effervescent, can-do, courageous, optimistic energy. Citrine is one of saying, you know what, I'm going to try. And if it doesn't work, I'm going to head back to the drawing board. I'm going to get back up again, and I'm going to go at it. And I'm going to keep trying. And it is one of possibility and pleasant energy of making everything feel a little bit sweeter and able and capable. Citrine is also wonderful for business endeavors. So if you are looking at 2021 and the year ahead, and if you are in any industry in which you are interfacing with other people, with teams of people, one-on-one, acting in service to the greater good, citrine is going to help keep that vibration on that pure uncorrupted energy that is extant between all of us. Citrine is very much a golden ray of sunshine when you need it most, and therefore one that I always recommend keeping close, especially in winter. And winter is the celebration of light. It is the celebration of the return of light. And sometimes we need to surround ourselves with light objects to be able to help encourage us to keep the lights on, to keep the fires lit, and to keep going. Citrine is one of that persistent golden energy of carrying forward. And then finally, the last crystal I recommend for this month is blue aragonite. And blue aragonite is a stone of Aquarian energy. If you look at it, it's also known as Caribbean calcite, which I think it definitely is a trade name. But what I think is a misnomer about calling it Caribbean calcite is that it doesn't call attention to its elemental energy that is aligned to air. It is like a blue sky on a beautiful day where the temperature is warm, the breeze is just gentle enough to keep you cool, and also just refreshed and calm and at peace. What I love about blue aragonite and why I think it represents so much of January 2021 Leo full moon is that it is a breath of fresh air. And a breath of fresh air can mean many different things, but to me, when I say that, I mean it is a deep cleansing breath to help call you back into the present, to help clear your mind so that you can look at what's in front of you with a fresh, clear perspective. It shakes out the cobwebs. It shakes off the frenetic, monotonous, or heavy energies. It helps you to find yourself within the noise and to provide you clarity to express what needs to be expressed in a manner that can actually be received and heard. And for me, as a reforming bottler and someone who can have quite a wellspring of emotion, what I like about blue aragonite is that it helps to allow cooler heads to prevail and to be able to express how you're feeling, what your emotions are, and what your experiences are in a manner that can be heard so that you can work together to come up with a resolution. And if anything that I think 2021 represents for us is on a collective level, is the ability to resolve some of these outstanding frenetic vibes that keep us feeling against one another as opposed to collectively working together cohesively as a team to move us forward towards this Aquarian age when it comes. And we all wake up at different times. So I feel like the energies of the crystals that I picked, the golden sheen obsidian, the citrine, and the blue aragonite, are ones to help allow us to build a foundation that is illuminated from a fresh perspective so that we can call forward opportunity and possibility towards us in a way that touches literally all of us, in a way that showcases our strength of our soft strengths of kindness, of compassion, of love, of leading from those places. So if you'd like to talk to me more about these crystals and why I selected them, if you'd like to see more examples of them, or would like to talk about this or anything else that is esoteric, you can find me at Tiffany C. Hammer on Instagram, or you can find me in my Facebook group, Rock On with Tiffany, or at my website, tiffanychammer.com. I'm happy to talk about any of these energies and anything that might be coming up for you. So if you'd like to find me there, please do so. And I will see you next month for the February lunation and crystal suggestions. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'm sending you lots of love and wellness. I'll see you soon. Bye.